serpent. Let's go deeper, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this.
Interesting that Taylor Swift looks exactly like Zena LaVey.
Exactly.
Who is Zena LaVey, you might ask?
Whew.
She's Anton LaVey's daughter. Anton LaVey was the founder of...
They're coming for your children, and you need to know exactly what their methods are.
Fear. And you need to start doing something right now.
Now.
I saw today. My brother and I are some of the most famous people on the planet. And we could have just simply avoided all this hardship we're going through. All we had to do was help them with their plan. And if you ever wonder how the other famous people get so famous and stay so famous and stay so pushed up by the Matrix, this is a really interesting video I found today with some rather astute observations, which I'm going to let you watch and listen to in full. Please pay attention to this.
So Taylor Swift is finally showing you guys who she truly is, and you're still not paying attention, huh? She literally called herself a witch in this tweet. Billboard chart says this is a song for all the lonely witches.
They're coming for your children.
Putting on an artistic act. This woman was on tour going state to state doing live rituals on stage. And nobody's paying attention to it, huh? You're that brainwashed.
Pitchforks and proof. Their receipts and reasons. They're burning all the witches even if you aren't.
This is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a serpent behind her. Y'all waking up yet? Last week's sweetheart has turned to this week's witch.
This world is going.
In that video, she was acting like she was in hell. So yeah, last week's sweetheart has turned to this week's witch in hell. But are you catching on yet?
Wow. This is disgusting.
So a witch in front of a serpent. Let's go deeper, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it interesting that Taylor Swift looks exactly like Zena LaVey?
Pay attention.
Who is
Pay attention,
by the way? You might ask? She's Anton LaVey's daughter.
Anton LaVey's daughter.
Anton LaVey was the founder of the Satanic Church.
The Church of Satan.
And his daughter, Zena LaVey, was a high priestess for Satan. Safe to say she was a witch. Oh, how the resemblance is remarkable. So America's sweetheart blew up being America's sweetheart. But now she's trying to make it cool to be a witch. Why is that? Well, I said it before. You do not get this big without certain contracts being signed. They got her right where they wanted her just so they can turn her around so she can manipulate the youth. The kids love Taylor Swift. But instead of being a great role model that she built her fan base off of, now she wants to be a witch. Y'all see the switch? And this isn't something new. Billie Eilish with children. Building a fan base with children. Then all of a sudden she made a song called All the Good Girls Go to Hell. Now this is your Billie. Now this is your Billie. And all the brainwash would call it artistic. Lil Nas X built a fan base off of children. They blew this man up out of nowhere. Then what happened? Out of nowhere, he switched. Next thing we know, he's sliding from heaven into hell. Even gave him his own satanic shoe. They had 666 on them. Also, Luke 10:18, the verse in the Bible where Satan fell like lightning. So do you guys see the comparison? Do you guys see the pattern? Do you guys see who they're after? They're after the youth. Because if they can control the youth, they can control the future. Y'all might have thought she was America's sweetheart. But my Bible says even Satan himself,
the angel of light,
masquerades like an angel of light. Stop listening to these artists and stop letting your children listen to these artists. Little do you know, you are allowing demonic spirits to come into your household. Because when you play that nonsense, you are coming into agreement with that nonsense. Your eyes and your ears are portals. What you let into them is what you're coming into agreement with. 2024, let's be smarter. Let's be more
crazy,
wise.
man.
If it's not glorifying God, cut it off. God bless you.
He said something very true in his message there. He says, once you get to a certain size,
that's it.
All of these people flip. And I want to make it clear that I would never kill myself, and I can't give details because of my precarious legal situation. But once you get to a certain size and have a certain amount of influence, I promise you, they come to you with an offer.
That's it.
And the offer is very clear. You will be protected and you will be safe if you help us with our agendas. And if you don't, you will be destroyed with all the mechanisms designed to preserve society. The judicial system, all of the systems, if you're allowed to speak at all. And it's very, very important you understand this. You can start off with good intentions, but when someone sat down at that table and offered to sell their soul,
and you're
most
scared.
people are too afraid to not simply do it. That video is extremely important, and anybody who's reached Taylor Swift level of fame, I don't know, do you know any two brothers who came from nowhere and reached that level of fame who can testify to the fact that you're offered money to sell your soul? Do you know any?
No.
I don't know, Andrew, but I feel like they wouldn't openly say we got offered money to sell our soul, because that would, put them more in the crosshairs of more sniper rifles from the people who make the offers. But I feel like that's a very likely scenario of two men were influencing all the masculine youth of the entire world, and everyone was listening to everything they say. I imagine they would get an offer to promote a certain agenda, to promote certain
in order to stay
activities,
quiet,
to promote certain ways of thinking, and they were not offered safety. Here's the thing. I don't believe these brothers would be offered safety. You're safe because they were safe anyway. I feel like they would have been threatened, essentially. One of those, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse kind of offers. You know what I mean? It's all going to go wrong for you unless you do
take
this.
Yeah, that would be very, very interesting. If two brothers became extremely monumentally famous around the world and they were offered this degree of protection from a protection racket from the Satanists who control the world, and they denied it and were soon in a jail cell afterwards.
They're saying it up front
to the world of what happens if you tell the truth. That'd be a very interesting case study for people to understand at home exactly how sinister this world is. And I want to make something else clear. I don't think most of you at home, because you're not playing the game on the level we're playing it, you're not famous like Taylor Swift, but we are. And I'm telling you, it is worse than you can possibly imagine. And when we sit here and tell you you need to escape the Matrix because slavery is coming for you, we're not talking out of our ass. We know things you don't know. And the reason we know them is because of our echelon in social standing.
Damn.
And we are warning you as fairly and as calmly as we possibly can. If you had been in the rooms we've been in, and if you had overheard the conversations we've been forced to have, you would be panicking. You would be panicking in your heart. And when you sit here and say you don't have motivation to succeed, all you're doing is saying, I am prepared to be annihilated and prepared to be destroyed. Because I don't know how else to say it within the English language. I don't know which other words to put in the correct order to construe to you the fact that once you get to a certain size, your soul must be sold to the agenda, and the agenda is to enslave everybody. They don't even want you to have clean clothes anymore. You're not allowed clean clothes. You're not allowed meat. You're going to sit there in your dirty clothes eating the bugs unless you get out. And 2024 is going to be a year of black swan events, of chaos. And they're going to use this chaos to enslave you. And you have to be prepared enough to understand that this chaos is also going to leave a small opportunity, a gap for the most perspicacious and indefatigable individuals on the planet to escape the prison cell. A lot of people are going to end up stuck. You can't be one of them, because once you're properly stuck, once they get these systems in place and everything is truly locked down, it is over. If my brother and I, which we have veiledly told you, have been offered to sell our souls to make you all slaves, and we refused. We refused to do that. We didn't want to make you slaves. We wanted to fight against the system because we believe in humanity. And we're telling you how to get out, and you still ignore us. Then there's nothing more we can possibly do for you. Then you're going to have to be stuck with the situation. The bed you make, you're going to have to lie in it. So I guess the real question is, are you a hero? Because when the bad times come in every single movie, the heroes stand up and fight. But there's always all of the B characters, the background characters, the extras, who just get killed by the marauding horde. Think about it. You watch a movie and you see the horses of evil charge into the village, and the hero is standing there with his sword ready to fight against them. But before they reach the hero, they chop off the head of some random villager. That random villager is probably you. If you're not the hero, you're the random villager who's going to be destroyed. You have to decide, are you going to fight against this, or are you just going to accept it and have your head chopped off? And if you're going to fight against it, you need a powerful network of men and you need money. Those are the only two things that are going to allow you to resist the enslavement which is coming. And 2024 has huge opportunity. I have so many things I want to show you guys, but I don't know how else. I feel anxiety inside of me because I'm trying to explain to you over and over again how quickly you need to act. And people are just distracted with garbage. You're going to festivals. You're concerned about, what is this? What is...
Can't lie.
Why are you there? How does that help you? How does that help you escape? What are you doing with your life? Who are these people? They're slaves. They're sitting there worshiping the person who has done a contract to try and enslave you.
That is
somebody
crazy,
has a private
man.
meeting in a backdoor room and agrees to sell their soul so they can help the Matrix enslave you, and then you pay your brokey wages to go there and worship them. You are asking for eternal slavery. Heroes don't do that. Heroes resist. And you're not going to be able to resist if you're unimportant and broke and poor. I really hope to God that it never gets to a situation where I am somehow no longer alive because I would never kill myself. And the details on the conversations which were offered to us have to go public. But you would not believe the level of evil that operates within this world.
Crazy.
You need to feel fear, and you need to start doing something right now. You need to be a hero, which is why I've been saying to you for these last 6 days, you can't wait to 2024. 2024 is when the big Black Swan event's going to come. We don't know what they're going to do. We know they're talking about enslaving us all. We know this election is coming up. Bitcoin halving is a huge opportunity. There's so many chances for people who pay attention to finally get out and escape and be a hero. But we can't.
Did Andrew have a bicep toe? Did he tore? I think he tore his bicep. You see the shadow under there, under here. Look, there's a shadow under here. I think he tore his left bicep. Maybe recently, or I don't know, but it seems strange.
Hero or not, if you do, you can join our team. You can join the fight. You're either going to be a hero or you're going to suffer eternal slavery for the rest of your human years, and your bloodline will be obscure and uninteresting for the rest of recorded history. The choice is absolutely yours.
Wow, this is stupid. Look, guys, I am speechless in regards to all of this. Normally, I have a lot to say, but I'm generally speechless. I want you guys to let me know. First of all, once you're down there, smash the like button, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think about all of this. I mean, the agendas are clear, to be honest with you. It's you can't serve. The Bible says you can't serve two masters at one, because you love one and hate the other, okay, or vice versa. So if you're not with God, then unfortunately you're against God. You're walking with the devil side by side. And if you listen to these kind of musics, if you allow your kids to indulge in such music, I'm telling you right now, the path or the future is not great. And the Bible is even saying Satan himself can transform into the angel of light. And he says he wants the kids, he wants the children, okay? Because once you capture the children, you capture the future, right? So that's what I'm saying. Be vigilant, be careful what you're exposing yourself to, the kind of music you're listening to, because you're opening up windows and doors and portals to allow demons to enter and possess you, okay? But guys, look, SNT link is in the description if you want to join like-minded entrepreneurs who will strive for fitness, finance, success, all of these things. Then link is in the description down below. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Scary stuff, man. The end of the world. Seek first the kingdom of God, and the rest will be handed over to you. If you enjoyed this video, check out this awesome one right here, and I'll see you in the